Okay, so today we're going to talk about Japanese beetle traps, and I'm going to show you my favorite Japanese beetle trap of all time, and I've been using these since 2008. And what I'm doing here is I have a glass gallon jar, and I'm just filling it with hot tap water. That's all you need to kill the beetles. You don't need to use dish soap or anything else. This is the trap. It's by Tanglefoot. This is the expandable design. Getting harder and harder to find these. I'm going to give you a link down below of a spot I found on Amazon to get them. And as I said, I've been using these since 2008, and there are no other trap designs that hold up so well. The other thing is, I don't like to buy the plastic bag designs. Why would you throw away a plastic bag every time you collect a bunch of beetles when this system works perfectly well? And the difference in cost, of course, you're going to make up for in a very short amount of time. Beetles in the hot water, they die pretty quick, and next thing you know, you've got beetles to feed to your chickens or your fish, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. So the traps are great. They have a dual pheromone lure. I found that when you have plastic bags and the beetles get in those, my chickens would peck at the plastic bags and tear them open, or even worse, my dog would go out there and chew open the bags and try to eat the beetles, and half of them get away. So again, the expandable trap, or any other trap of this design with a plastic basin that collects them and then allows you to come and harvest those beetles for other purposes, that's all you need. And again, you can just see the beetles flying into this thing. And having your beetle traps out in the sun, I buy these flag support systems and just hang the beetle traps right off of those. You also want to get your lid on your jar pretty quick. You can see some of these beetles are flying out. And again, it does not take long for the hot water to end the beetles. So next thing you know, you've got a jar full of beetles. Now I do put the trap sometimes in the shade here, as I have here underneath this sumac tree. But the shaded positions do not collect the same number of beetles as those traps which I've set out in the open sun. So open sun is kind of the best location, although I like to put the traps all over the place. You place them about every 100 feet if you want to be really effective. Now this is a close-up of the pheromone lures. The upper one is a floral lure, and the bottom one there is a sex pheromone lure. So this is a male Japanese beetle that's found himself clinging here. He's about to lose his footing and he'll fall in. Again, I just use these metal flag supports that people put in their yards. They're inexpensive. You can get them everywhere. I will put a link in the bottom for this Tanglefoot trap from Amazon. About 22 bucks right now. Who knows what the price is going to be when you look at this, but they're getting hard to find, so I just recommend you get them. I buy as many as I can get, and I just store them up. Here I am. I dumped the Japanese beetles into my drinking trough for the chickens, and the chickens eat them right up. Unfortunately, my chickens can't fly, so they can't get high enough to collect the beetles off the plants as I would like them to. But they look forward to it. Now here we are at my pond. I have koi, bluegill. They go nuts over the Japanese beetles. So again, it's fish food. Fish food's expensive. Why waste the beetles? So, and again, we're not putting any soap in the water. We're not putting any other additives. It's just water, and make sure it's hot enough to kill the beetles. There's some baby koi there. And they'll gobble them up for you. So if the beetles are eating your plants, set these Tanglefoot expandable traps out there and clean up. I've found over the years that the numbers have diminished profoundly. Here's a male Japanese beetle with his little club antenna sticking up there. He's sensing the air, smelling that pheromone lure, and he's about to fly into a trap and end up as fish food or chicken food. Thanks for watching my review. Get traps, beat the beetles.